Hi everybody, thanks so much for coming to Panther Cabaret at the College of Idaho Department of Theater. Welcome and strap yourselves in for this very strange ride you're about to take with us. It's a new play with old parts, put together by a grad school classmate of mine, Goode, who's a professional playwright and screenwriter and film writer. He lives in Los Angeles, and we just had him out for the first two performances of Dead Panther the last two nights, and he talked back with the cast and the audiences after those nights. It was a really special event. It was really, really great. And he and I went to graduate school together, and I saw many of these pieces, not all of these pieces, because some of them are newer, when we were students back then. And we've done a production called Dead Panther Cabaret a couple of times here, but always as kind of let's wear our street clothes and just kind of stand on the stage in some bare stage light and welcome people back to theater and back to school in the fall and stuff like that. But we've never mounted like a produced production of it that was kind of put together to have some sort of arc. As absurd as that arc may be. So again, strap yourselves in. You don't know what you might be in for. If you hate a piece, hang on, you might like the next one. So it's very short. So if you hate it, you won't have to hate it for long. It's about 73 minutes with no intermission. The cast has been so great embracing this kind of challenging work that they'll probably never get to do again outside of a college environment, because other theaters have to make money. They don't do shit like this. So it's been a real pleasure to work on. If you would all do me a favor and turn these things off. Strange sounds will be coming from the theater stage. They should not be coming from your trousers. So with that in mind, thank you for being here for the next 73 minutes, and enjoy Dead Panther Cabaret by Goode.
With a psychotic hiss, the sounds of the night begin.
Dead Panther! Dead Panther!
Few musicians or critics understood what he was up to in the early 50s. At the close of the decade, he hit Stockholm.
Do not
Still
expect to see anything you will understand.
Cage's investigations of an extraordinary world of sounds with the help of metamorphosed instruments, contact microphones,
do not expect to become anything you
unexpected
would not
sound
already
sources, or even new ways of listening
We're
can
considered
generally
bizarre
considered
games,
bizarre games.
Dead
Bizarre
Panther.
games, Dead Panther.
Michael! It was not the first time Mike had walked alone in the dark, nor was the last time.
We're
It
considered
was,
bizarre games.
however,
Considered
the
bargains.
second time that
Considered
day,
bargains.
Mike was not afraid of the automobiles that sped past him into the night.
Hey Mike, guess what? We've decided to name our whole show after you. It's called Mike Cabaret. What do you think?
Am I dead?
No, of course not. What are you talking about? Come on, I'll buy you a drink.
My, this is so romantic.
It was not the first time Mike had walked alone in the park.
My, I forgot how beautiful this park is at night. Why don't you go over into that elm
the
tree over
11th
there?
time Mike had walked alone in the park, the second time that day.
I like the park. It's a nice park. Wow! Hey! Are you alright to drive?
No. I was planning to throw away my life tonight like a cheap piece of garbage the first chance I get. If that's alright with you.
Oh.
It was not the first time Mike had talked alone.
What if she says no?
Nor
I
was
mean,
the
that
last.
would be awful, but
In
maybe
fact,
she'll say yes, and I
Mike
mean, that would be
locked
awesome,
himself
but
in the night.
maybe she
when
will
he
say
thought no one was listening.
that would be really bad. I don't know.
Hi. Yes.
Hi.
No.
Do not expect to see
What did I do?
anything. Do not expect to know anything.
What's going on?
Do not expect to be anything.
What is happening?
Do not expect to see anything.
What is happening?
Do not expect to know
Where
anything.
am I?
Do not expect
What
to
is
be
going on?
anything.
Am I dead?
No, Mike.
It was not the first time Mike had walked alone in the dark. It was, however, the last. It was also the third time that day. Mike was not afraid of the automobiles that had passed it into the night.
Hey, watch where you're going! What? What did I do?
Nothing, Mike. I'm sorry.
That's not really fair then, is it? I didn't do anything.
No. We did. Sorry.
I don't understand.
Dead Panther, Mike. I'm sorry.
Hey, Mike. Guess what? We decided to name our whole show after you.
The students are making demands again. Give them this. It's a brown bag.
Yes?
But they could get it themselves at any grocery store.
Oh.
Do you think they'll notice?
I think they'll be delighted.
My name is Dallas Stockhausen. My weapon of choice is a custom-made 640mm semi-automatic rifle with an explosive charge. It is equipped with a laser sighting system accurate to 500 meters, but it is principally designed for use at point-blank range. I am a Bigfoot hunter. I bear the big critters no ill will, but I was once shaken down by a pair of big feet. They held me up at knife point and made off with my wallet and $25 cash. I was taught that you must become one with your environment, with the forests, with the streams. I was taught that you must become one with everything and every person around you. Therefore, if there is anything in your environment that you do not particularly want to become one with, it must be destroyed. Completely. I do not believe, like some of our politicians, that if a particular group of persons is causing a problem, you can solve that problem by cutting off part of their funding. big feet in this county know me by name. They fear me. With my weapon and my Zen training, I am the single greatest threat to the survival of the North American Sasquatch. People ask me how I can hate the big feet so much. Maybe you don't understand them. Zen philosophy teaches that by becoming as one with the target, the marksman's task is reduced to aiming at themselves. And when object and objection are the same, you cannot fail. If I am firing 45 rounds per minute, that is 45 times each minute that I am one with these creatures. I do not hate them. I am them. Until I kill them all.
Lived a mean, evil dragon.
Roar! Hi, I'm a dragon.
One day, while the princess was picking berries in the forest, she stumbled into the dragon's lair.
Tra-la-la, what fun picking berries in a forest.
Hiya, babe.
Oh, hiya.
What you got in the basket?
Fresh picked berries, would you like some?
No, I prefer meat.
Oh. I haven't got any meat.
Oh. Doesn't it bother you that I'm 50 feet tall and scaly and reptilian with big claws and fangs?
Oh my god, you're a dragon! Help! Damsel in distress! Damsel in distress!
Come with me, babe.
So the mean, evil dragon captured the beautiful princess and imprisoned her in his cave. Meanwhile, her mother, the queen, was worried sick.
Hi. I'm the queen and I'm worried. My daughter hasn't come back from the forest where she went to go pick berries for a pie. If she doesn't come back soon, then there won't be any fresh picked berries for the pie, and I'll have to use the berries from yesterday. So the pie won't be any good, there won't be any dessert for dinner, and the whole meal will be ruined.
She was also very worried about her daughter's safety.
Well, yes, that too. But we have guests for dinner.
Hi, I'm Sir Gallimore.
Wait for the narration.
Sorry.
Sir Gallimore, a brave knight, valiant and bold, and famous for his heroic feats, offered to save the princess.
Hi.
If you rescue the princess from the evil dragon, I will give you my eternal thanks. There will be fresh berry pie for dinner, and you will be invited. And you can have the princess's hand in marriage.
Okay.
So the brave knight put on his bright, shiny armor and his mighty sword, and he got on his big, white horse.
Hi!
And they rode out to meet the dragon.
Roar! Hi, I'm a dragon.
Help! Damsel in distress! Damsel in distress!
Roar! Shut up!
Yuck! Get away from me, you horrible dragon!
Come on, you know you want it.
Yuck!
Your lips say no, but your eyes say yes, yes, yes.
Help! Help!
Hark! I hear cries of distress!
Save me! I'm over here with this sleazy dragon!
Wrong! Head of the princess, you sleazy dragon! Who's gonna make me? I am Sir Gallimore, a valiant knight come to rescue the princess from your foul clutches! You and what army? Just me? Oh yeah? Yeah! Oh yeah? Yeah! I breathe fire, you know. Ooh, I'm really scared. Oh yeah? Yeah! Oh yeah? Yeah! Take that! That! Roar!
exhibition provided by a state agency and a federal agency, and a generous grant from a specific individual.
On behalf of museum staff and the entire board of directors, I would like to welcome you to our newest gallery complex. This groundbreaking facility houses more administrative and maintenance personnel than any artplex of its type anywhere in the world.
Friends of art, please step over to the express lane for preferred customers.
Our sexual harassment policy is very strict.
No touching!
As is our sculpture garden.
No touching!
Here at Artcore America, we employ only the most prolific artists in residence. This allows us to reach a wider audience while staying true to our core mission of reducing labor costs, passing the savings along to our shareholders.
Almighty Guru, teach me that I may learn. First, you must not think of me as your guru. It is sufficient that you know you will never be my equal, and that I am wise in all things. Yes, I see that now.
This is our pride and joy. Resident artists aren't allowed on this level, and none of the actors have even seen the inside of this room. This is a state-of-the-art theater space, and it is still in pristine mint condition.
Custom faux classic framing, $275. UV resistant acrylic shadow box and brass identification placard, $300. Halogen punch lamp with adjustable gooseneck stand, $150. Integrated security, surveillance, and atmospheric controls per unit, $900. At these prices, something had to go.
Friends of art, please move to line 2. Friends of art, please move to the privilege line.
Here at Artcore America, we aspire to greatness. If you see one art piece that is not a bona fide masterwork, you can have it for 50% off the sticker price, because we don't want it. Mona Lisa too passe? Get her out of here! Picasso too blue? We'll get you a pink one. All of our old masters are crated up and ready to ship out the moment the new masters arrive.
Please step away from the art with both hands above your head.
At Artcore America, we take no chances. All of our artists are dead, at least 10 years or more before their artwork goes on display, guaranteeing us a priceless collectible every time. 5 years for our music and theatrical talent.
And establishing a Keep Haring Foundation to honor the 31-year-old artist who died last Friday of AIDS. Also in the works is a herring museum and a book. Art dealers are waiting to see how high prices on the herring pieces will go.
We're going to come up with a price after the cremation.
Said Charles Lucien, whose New York gallery has recently opened a show of herring works. A silkscreen group was tagged at $45,000 and a set of etchings at $35,000.
I get calls. Now to keep that, what's the new price? I just hang up. This is such a major loss.
Music producer Don Kirshner preferred working with the Archies to working with the Monkees because the Archies were a band that wouldn't talk back.
Because they were animated? I'm learning so much.
I was in my stockbroker's office the day the space shuttle exploded. Dozens of eager investors rushed in. Sell this short, sell that short. And a tidy profit was made by all.
Cultural extinction is the single best thing that ever happened to the Aztecs. Supply and demand. You think their pottery would be in museums if they'd beaten the space Spanish. And because senseless violence rarely rises to the management level, there will always be people like me around to make sure they are not forgotten.
A zoo is like a museum for animals. A hunting lodge is like a museum for animals. A zoo is like letting them do improv.
Welcome to Core America's Opera Labs. Here, our scientists have developed a hologram so lifelike that a flawless performance by a world-class vocalist can remain unchanged for decades. Unless we decide to put them in a musical. Or a porn film.
If you are here to audition, please fill out an audition form with a number 2 pencil. Check the yes box if you will, check the no box if you will not. Thank you, we'll be in touch.
I have a burning desire to create. I have thoughts I need to express. But it is difficult to do that in today's world. 500 years from now, when the world has changed so that an artist can survive, then I will create. I will express. But in the meantime, I like to wear shoes. I like to wear clean clothes. I like to stand instead of crawl, and I don't like to be spit upon. And besides, I have 2 kids.
Stop by our new drive-up windows, or just download the app.
I need a job.
You need money?
No, it's not about the money. I mean, yes, I need money. I'm very hungry, but I really need to work.
I understand.
You do?
Yes, you're hired.
Oh, thank you so much. You won't regret this. I have my own brushes. There won't be any trouble.
Good. Can you make one of these?
A painting? Yeah, I thought that's what this was about.
No, not a painting. This painting. I need 12 of them.
Oh, but I thought that
I don't need your painting. I need this painting. Can you do it or not? I've got people waiting.
Friends of art, please move to line 2. Friends of art, please move to the privileged line. Friends of art, please move to line 2. Friends of art, please move to the privileged line. Friends of art, please move to line 2.
And we thank you for your support in our upcoming proxy battle with our core Japan.
You know what? What? Girls aren't funny.
What?
Girls aren't funny.
Are you sure?
Well, try it.
Right now?
Go ahead.
I can't.
Well, no pressure.
I can't.
Just be funny.
Well, maybe.
No, don't torture yourself.
Why not?
Well, because that would hurt.
No. Why not? Aren't girls funny?
Why not?
Yes.
Estrogen.
What?
Estrogen. It's not a funny hormone. Oh, testosterone is different.
You're right.
Purely comic.
Like a kind of pasta.
But you wouldn't want to eat it.
So boys are funny.
Without exception, yeah.
Now that doesn't seem right.
Well, look at that one.
This one.
right. I know. Girls aren't funny. I know. So what do we do?
You want to know?
Yes.
I'll tell you.
What?
Be pretty.
Be pretty?
Be pretty.
Right now?
Go ahead. No pressure.
I can't.
You're my muse.
You're what?
My muse. No, I heard you the first time. You inspire me. Stay away from me. You make my spirit soar. I'm serious. Don't come any closer.
Una palabra en tus dulces labios, una mirada, un toque. Destapa las aguas de mi arte apasionado, despliega el tapiz de mis deseos, encuera las ambiciones de mi corazón, abrazando el límite entre yo y todo lo que quiero ser. Help! Help! Help!
What's the matter with you?
I have lost my muse.
You inspire me! Stay away from me!
And then one day it happened, right? Mrs. Wagner, 4th grade teacher, legs like tooled silver, smarter than my mother, and a sense of discipline like an iron whip, a 10-year-old's dream date, says we're going to be planting these seeds in these cutaway milk cartons. And my best friend, Michael Speaker, is groaning with the pretension of a man of the world, once again stuck doing this bullshit. And as I start digging my fingers through this wet dirt, I start to feel really strange, really powerful, you know, like I'm only in the 4th grade and I'm giving birth to this giant California sequoia that will live 250 years. And I am liking it a lot. And so, Mrs. Wagner says we'll name our plants and take care of them. And the student with the healthiest plant by the end of the 9 weeks gets this gift certificate for some florist shop downtown, just in time for Mother's Day, right? And as the weeks go by, I am taking care of this plant religiously. See, not that I care about this gift certificate, it's just that this thing is mine, you know? I can make or break it. It's a real, alive thing, not like an English paper on Mark Twain or Judy Blume or something. So, I start to talk to this plant. Call it Bob, play on my favorite music to it, because Mrs. Wagner says that helps, so you know. I play my ABBA, the Eagles, my Christopher Cross record to calm Bob down. And all the time, Michael's speaker is making fun of me, playing Aerosmith, Toys in the Attic, while I'm trying to have a nice conversation with Bob. So I get really pissed, and I tell Michael's speaker to get out. And he does. Then it's just me and Bob, right? Which is cool, you know. And Bob, he looks like a new puppy or something. He's so fucking cute. He's got this leaf where his head should be on top and the stem that's like an arm, and he looks really healthy. And Bob and I talk, and he's getting really big, and so I carry him in this really nice thing that my mother gave me. And at night, he sits by my bed, and we talk until we fall asleep, and then one night it happened. Bob and I slept together. It's not like anyone plans these things, right? I mean, Bob and I got really close, you know? I was touching his leaves like a friend would, you know? One thing leads to another, and, you know? So, the next morning, things are tense, and I don't bring Bob to school, and I come back, and he's hurt. So I put on Christopher Cross, and one thing leads to another, and we sleep together again. The whole time I'm thinking, what is this? I mean, are we more than friends, or are we just friends who sleep together? What's going on? So Bob goes to sleep, and I stay up, and I have a cigarette, and I get pretty freaked out. Until the next morning, Bob and I get this big fight, and I get really crazy, and I throw his pot up against the wall, and it smashes to pieces. And I stay home from school, and I play hooky, and I go to this bar downtown. And I just sit there all day long, crying, drinking. Crying and drinking. Until the day for the gift certificate announcement. And Mrs. Wagner's inspecting all these stupid-looking petunias and ferns, and everyone wants to know where Bob is. Because they all knew he'd win. Because he was one good-looking plant, you know. He really was. And I don't say anything. I just sit there all day long, and I don't say anything. I go home early. I fake being sick at the nurse's office, and I go home. I put on Christopher Cross, and I just sit there and I think, you really fucked up this time, man. You really fucked up.
anyone to talk to because I'm all by myself. So I just sit in my room and stare at the walls. And I think about all the other people in the world. 8 billion people, and no two of them alike. And I'm sitting in my room all by myself because not one of them wants to talk to me. Each and every one of them has something better to do. I've been rejected by 8 billion people, and all on the same day. I sit in my room and stare at the walls because there isn't anything else, and there isn't anyone to talk to because I'm all by myself, and I feel so all alone.
Sometimes I feel so alone. I sit in my kitchen and stare at the wall because there isn't anything else. And there isn't anyone to talk to.
Sometimes I feel so alone.
I sit in my kitchen.
Sit in my office and stare at the walls because there isn't anything else.
Sometimes I feel so alone. I sit in my driveway and stare at the wall because there isn't anything else.
Sometimes I
There
feel
isn't anyone to talk to.
I sit in my backyard, stare at the walls, sit in my office. There isn't anyone to talk to.
And sometimes all the people in the world
I sit in my office. I sit in my office. Sometimes I feel sick in my backyard all by myself. I sit in my lazy circle chair and stare at the walls.
One of them.
There isn't anyone to talk to me.
I've been rejected by 8 billion people.
So I sit in my prison and stare. So I sit in my backyard and I stare.
8 billion! 8 billion! 8 billion people, and each and every one of them has something better to do. I've been rejected by 8 billion people.
Sometimes
Come in, Mr. Teach. You know Mr. and Mrs. Kennelly?
No, I haven't had the pleasure.
You're not going to. Is this the man?
Mr. Teach is your son's algebra teacher, yes.
You should be ashamed of yourself.
Please have a seat.
I'm not sure I understand.
Mr. and Mrs. Kennelly have asked for this meeting, and I and the school board have enthusiastically complied over concerns about what's being taught in your 4th period math class.
I think there's been some sort of misunderstanding. Your son is doing very well in algebra.
Oh God, I knew it!
Al Jazeera. What is that? Greek Orthodox?
Mr. and Mrs. Kennelly are concerned that what Lenny is learning in his algebra class contradicts their own deeply held religious beliefs.
Are they numerologists?
Hell no!
No, we're Baptists!
Then I don't understand.
I suppose you never heard of the 10 Commandments.
The 10 Commandments?
Thou shalt not steal, thou shalt not kill.
I'm sorry, has Lenny killed someone?
Is this some sort of sick joke?
Mr. Teach, I'm going to have to ask you to take this matter more seriously.
But I'm not sure what the matter is.
Then you should know that Mr. and Mrs. Kennelly head up a large and influential parents group who are concerned that what Lenny and students like him are learning in school conflicts with what they're learning in Sunday school.
But I'm the math teacher. I don't teach religion.
Oh, here we go again.
I'm afraid that's exactly what Mr. Yang, the science teacher, said last year. And the school board has made it clear to me that they don't want another fiasco like that on our hands.
Okay. I'm sorry, Mr. and Mrs. Kennedy. No offense, but I don't see what teaching Lenny basic arithmetic could possibly contradict.
Mr. Teach, you have to understand, my husband is a businessman.
A very successful businessman who donates a great deal of money to school board re-election campaigns.
But he's not so good with numbers and such.
Keep it all up here.
He's more of a people person.
And thanks to your newfangled math, Lenny came home a couple weeks ago and asked to go over the company books for me.
We thought it was cute at first, so we let him do it. But then he started to tell us about how the business was in the red and that we'd have to file for bankruptcy.
Boy called me an incompetent businessman in my face.
Well, we washed his mouth out with soap, but it didn't do any good. Lenny has lost all respect for his father.
Boy sasses me all the time.
He keeps asking where we're going to get the money to send him to college.
And every night I come home from work and Lenny asks how much inheritance I've blown today.
But I don't see what your business acumen or lack has to do with religion.
I knew you didn't know your 10 Commandments.
Thou shalt not steal.
No! Honor thy father and mother, Mr. Teach. And it doesn't matter that I'm an idiot. That boy's got to respect us.
Lenny has given us nothing but attitude since he came home with all those progressive ideas about numbers and profits.
Honor thy father and mother, Mr. Teach. And your agnostic algebra gobbledygook goes completely against that.
I'm not sure that's true. But for the sake of argument, what do you want us to do? Pull Lenny out of math class?
No, nobody's suggesting that. Everybody needs math, right, Mr. and Mrs. Kennelly?
It's one of the 3 R's: reading, writing, and religion. And math.
And school budgets are tight enough as it is. We don't want to go shooting off at the mouth about cutting the curriculum.
So what do you want then?
Mr. and Mrs. Kennelly have brought in this new textbook they would like you to teach from.
It was developed by our church. It's called Intelligent Math.
Intelligent math?
I don't completely understand it.
Nobody does. It's all gobbledygook.
But it's very good. It was approved by our pastor.
It basically teaches that the answer to any math equation can be found by asking your parents or your spiritual advisor.
Or you can ask God for the answer directly if you happen to be a spiritual advisor or if you've had children.
And you want me to teach this instead of real math?
No, nobody's saying that.
And we'll thank you not to call it real math anymore. It's misleading.
Fuzzy math or liberal math, that's what they ought to call it.
We're not saying you can't teach gay math in schools.
Terrorist math.
We just want our children to know that there are alternatives and that they are all equally valid.
Alternative math, that's what they ought to call it.
So you want me to teach all my students that there's no such thing as math, so that the two of you don't have to explain to your son why you're bad with money?
We want you to teach intelligent math as an alternative to this alternative math that's causing all the trouble.
But this is crazy. There are no alternatives. Math is empirical.
I don't even know what that means.
Of course you don't, because you're an imbecile.
I don't know what that means either, but I'm picking up the tone not like it.
There are always alternatives, Mr. Teach. Maybe the gay agenda thinks 1 and 1 is 2, but in a traditional family, baby makes 3.
And no number 666 creeps people out.
Anything with 3 6s in it adds up to Jesus fish.
3 times 6 equals Jesus fish. This is fun.
It's easy to remember because it rhymes.
Okay. I'm sorry, but if you want to counter-program what your kids are learning in school, you should do it on the weekend. Like it's been done for 2,000 years. I think that's a tradition we can all get behind.
Well, I'm glad that's resolved. We'll start with the intelligent math on Monday.
What?
I kind of like it. It even sounds smarter. I bet this improves our test scores.
You can't expect me to teach my students this crap just to please a few crackpots.
Mr. Teach. The Kennelys are not a few. They represent a clear majority of complaints about our school system. And I didn't hear you complaining last year when Mr. Yang lost his job, or Miss White, the school nurse, had to start teaching abstinence-only healthcare, and when the civics courses had to change the way they said the Pledge of Allegiance. This is a public school, Mr. Teach. Nobody expects you to do your job. But I do expect you to do the math.
Hi cutie pie, 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 hi cutie pie.
And so, with a psychotic hiss, the sounds of the night begin.
The Emperor isn't wearing any clothes. Got a great beat, easy to dance to.
Have you read the new book?
Couldn't put it down. I read all the Emperor isn't wearing any clothes.
Have you seen the new movie?
Seen it 3 times.
How do you feel about that new painting?
Oh, what do you think it means?
What do I think it means?
I'm sorry, I didn't think. How about that because? What is the reason to live? You grow up, you learn, and it pays more. And when it does pay more to work, the work isn't any fun or enjoyable. The work, you're bored. Is this what life is? So it's the and when people say, be nice to other people, because then everyone will be nice to you. And then everything will be good and nice. And maybe it would. Maybe it would. Probably would. But then we say, hey, don't give me that damn guilt crap, because they like to have fun when we feel guilty. We just don't want to feel guilty when we fuck someone up or fuck someone over. Just fuck someone. Oh, the humanity! What will happen next?
Hi cutie pie, 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 hi
Here, now live on stage, talking parents.
Hi, cutie pie. 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 Hi, cutie pie.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Hi, cutie pie. Hi, cutie pie.
Adam and the finger of God.
Hi, cutie pie. Hi, cutie pie.
Dept on a pale horse.
Hi, cutie pie.
Right? Mona Lisa.
Hi, cutie pie.
Da Vinci.
Hi, cutie pie.
Women of Avignon.
Hi, cutie pie.
Picasso.
Hi, cutie pie.
Nude descending a staircase.
Hi, cutie pie. Hi, cutie pie. Hi, cutie pie.
Deschamps.
Hi, cutie pie.
Goya.
Hi, cutie pie. Hi, cutie pie.
Klim.
Hi, cutie pie. Hi, cutie pie. Hi, cutie pie.
Rubens.
Cutie pie. Hi, cutie pie. Hi, cutie pie. Hi, cutie pie.
Who are we to say what is art? We are paint.
Cutie pie.
My skin is so dry, I can scratch the word dry on the back of my hand.
Hi, cutie pie. Hi, cutie pie. Hi, cutie pie. How are you? How are you? How are you? How are you? How are you?
Did you ever think you see
How are you?
things differently than everyone
How
else
are
does?
you?
Like,
How
maybe
are you?
when you see a blue
How
sky,
are you?
someone else might
How
see
are
what
you?
you would call a green
How are
sky.
you?
You can see with their eyes,
How are
but
you?
there's no way to
How are
find
you?
out because
How
they
are
think
you?
of it as a
How
blue
are
sky
you?
because the sky always looks green to them and everyone calls it blue, so green is blue for them.
How are you? How are
Me
you?
neither, I guess.
How are you? How are
Shakespeare!
Shakespeare.
Shakespeare!
Shakespeare.
Shakespeare!
Shakespeare.
Shakespeare!
Shakespeare.
Shakespeare!
Shakespeare.
Neil Simon!
Hang him.
How are you?
One must ask oneself,
How are you?
why?
How are you?
One must ask oneself, is it right because they say it is?
How
One
are
must
you?
ask oneself, when do I
How are
decide?
you? How are you? How are you?
Are you
How are
stoned?
you?
I'm only 12 years old.
Teen hooker stand in 6th grade class. Teen hooker stand. Hooker stand 6th grade in turmoil. That's life in the big city, kid.
How are you?
What are you
How are
doing?
you?
Nothing.
How are you?
Wow!
How are you?
Wow!
How are you? How are you? How are you?
I like to come with a member of the opposite sex because it's kind of exciting and titillating knowing that if anybody ever saw you here, they'd think you're a fucking weirdo. And so there's this really weird erotic energy because you don't understand and you don't know what's going on, but if anybody else does, you have to go crazy and like it too because you don't know what's happening and maybe they do.
I am naked.
How are you? How are you?
I am naked.
How are you? How are you?
I am naked.
How are you?
Hi, cutie pie. I'm naked.
How are you? How are you?
I am nude.
How are you?
Naked.
How are you? How are you?
I guess I'm not doing so
How
well.
are you?
No, what's wrong?
How are
I'm
you?
sad. I'm not doing so
How
well.
are you?
I wish there was something I could do.
I guess I'm not doing so well.
No, maybe you should take something for that.
Sad. I'm not doing so well.
I wish there was something I could do.
Maybe you should take something for that.
How are you? How are you?
It is somewhat square. It is longer than it is wide. It is a phallic symbol. It is exactly the same size as my penis when erect. I hope this does not shock you. It is white, like my penis when erect. It is very soft and lightweight, yet rigid. It does not fit into my mouth unless I hold it sideways. It has instructions carefully printed on the reverse side.
I'm gonna change the subject. I know a joke. There was a man in a fine suit who came upon a poor man in Eastern Europe. "What is the problem?" asked the man in the fine suit. "I am $400 in debt," said the poor man, "and I don't have a job." "Oh," said the man in the fine suit, "here is $1. This should put you on the road to recovery, and I hope you will bless the day that you met me." It's not very funny, but it is political. Let me try again. There was a man in a fine suit who came upon a poor man in Eastern Europe. "I am $40 billion in debt," said the poor man.
It is white, like most Americans. It is longer than it is wide, like most Americans. It is somewhat square. It is exactly the same size as my penis, like most Americans, when erect.
May I touch it? It feels very gentle.
I would like to burn it.
Speaking power to truth.
There are 3 of us.
I'm in charge! I'm in charge here! I say how many of us there are!
I don't know how many of us there are.
He's at your station.
Waiter. I just need a quick bite to eat. I'm meeting someone. I'll need a minute.
He's waiting on Goode.
I'm ready to order now.
I'm not your waiter.
He's waiting.
I've forgotten.
I have to go to the bathroom.
Waiter. Where's your restroom?
I weigh 126 pounds. I do. You know, esperar is Spanish for to wait. It also means to hope. Loss of weight equals loss of hope. It does. I weigh 126 pounds. What's wrong?
I had to wait to wash my hands. I have to go.
You can't go. You're waiting on Goode.
Are you my waiter?
You have a phone call?
Tell them to wait.
What are you reading?
Thoreau.
Wait a minute.
We're out of that.
May I clear your table?
Do you still have free refills?
Don't you have someplace to be?
Go, Godot! Go!
We're out of coffee.
It's a slow night. You want to go?
Yeah. Let's go. See you tomorrow. Bye.
Once upon a time, there lived a little boy named Tommy, or a little girl named Susan. And the little boy or girl traveled all over the world until he or she came to a kingdom where the skies were always blue and there were never any more. And he said, "Can I live here forever?" And the king said, "No!" Traveled on until he came to a city where the streets were made of gold and money grew on trees. And she said, "Can I live here forever?" And the president said, "Well, no." And he traveled on until she came to an apartment where there were a washer and dryer, air conditioning, and utilities paid for $125 per month, which was exactly the same as the minimum wage. And she said, "Can I live here forever?" And the landlord said, "Yes, but the rent goes up 10% every year no matter what. And you have to buy your own light bulbs." And so she traveled on and on and on and on until finally he came to a place where H.R. Puff and stuff lived with Merrimack cheese and Sigma the sea monster. And Susan said, "Can I live here forever?" And Puff the Magic Dragon said, "Well, no. But you can live here for 4 years and only go to class 4 days a week. And maybe get a master's degree." And so it was. Tommy, or Susan, came to live with HR, Puff, and Mary McCheese. It came to pass that eventually, Tommy had to move on to another place. And when she told all of his friends that she's moving on to New York, they were all very sad. "May I go with you?" asked Mary McCheese. "Well," said Tommy, "of course you may come with me, but it wouldn't be the same in New York as it is here. There, you would be a hamburger. And if you leave here, who will run the city council?" The last page is missing. I don't remember if Mary McCheese went to New York or stayed behind to run the city council. On the other hand, I don't think they'll live happily ever after. On the other hand, I don't think they'll live unhappy either. And nobody was dead.